Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, could hit that like button. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course, I always do greatly appreciate it. Now, overall, I do want to talk to guys about XRP, but first, we do have to address Bitcoin because, of course, right now, as we do look at altcoins, I would say that Bitcoin is more so in the spotlight right now. On the 24-hour span, we're still seeing some altcoins like even Algo up, a little bit, and some of the market, for the most part, has just been sitting stable or in the negative. As you guys do see here, most altcoins are looking pretty rough. Right now, as we do kind of look at XRP and we look around the entire market, I wouldn't even really focus my focus right now on altcoins. In fact, I haven't even been looking at my portfolio. I know it's down a significant amount, and I am just kind of holding strong, holding patient. I'm not rushing to, sell or, buy more right now. And the only reason why I'm not buying more is because, one, it is the weekend. I don't really like the trade weekend price action. But I will say this, tomorrow is a significant day to see if we do have that massive bounce on Bitcoin. We never really closed 6 straight weeks in red. So it's going to be pretty interesting to watch Bitcoin today closely as we do range on. Now, I will say this. XRP's price chart is pretty interesting right now because, as you guys do see, we've been watching the 200 EMA closely. This has been a level that we haven't seen since the SEC lawsuit. We actually broke above this going back as far as like November 16th, the weekly candle of 2020. Now, as we do really kind of watch this chart, I'm really waiting to see if this level does hold. When we zoom in, we are still a little bit a ways from it. We wick down a little bit below it, but that is totally fine. In fact, on a lot of support ranges, as you guys do see, we will wick down below them. So I'm watching this chart very closely to see if this does hold. A lot of their Bitcoin price charts in terms of altcoins kind of look very similar, where we are seeing the sideways momentum, sort of nice, strength opposed to, what we are seeing on, some altcoins. XRP has been printing a nice little sideways momentum since going back as far as April of 2021, which tells me that this is, very close to that breakout point. It's going to take a little bit of time, but, I'm definitely watching this one very, very closely. But overall, we did see $240 million has been liquidated fully. Now, as we talk about liquidations and things like that, I think that a lot of people are getting to the point where, either one, a lot of the, demand around crypto has been kind of dying out, if you will, in terms of, massive hype, which I actually like. I like when the markets are kind of slow and steady. I like when, we aren't seeing massive moves where everyone is getting so excited, things are looking so good, because these are the times where you truly see individuals make it or break it. I've always said, it's not too bad to de-risk yourselves, if you will, if you are over leveraged, but I will say, if you're not over leveraged, hodling right now seems like a dream. I'm really not too concerned. In fact, I do plan on adding more at around roughly this next week if we are still looking at around these ranges. And I still continue to buy crypto just because I believe in the long-term vision behind it. But we are seeing here, while price is down because hype is gone and fear is rolling the market, a supply shock is brewing. Remember, fear will fade and hype will pick up again. Shout out to the Rational Rue here. But when we look at this, we are looking at, let me actually zoom in here because it looks like that is not a good image to actually look at. So here we have it. Having one, a liquid supply percentage, having two, a liquid supply percentage, and then we do see the having three, a liquid supply percentage. We do see a massive change in the market. And I've said in terms of the dormancy flows on Bitcoin, in terms of inactive supply, it has hit all-time highs. And the last time that we've seen that, we rallied all the way to 40K plus from those significant lows from March of 2020. we are still at around that same range, and this is also why I have not been getting bearish on Bitcoin. On-chain metrics have been absolutely insanely bullish, and that is also why I said I am patiently waiting for Monday's open. I never worry about weekend price action or take it seriously, bearish or bullish. We will have a better insight on Monday. And of course, other individuals are like this as well. Shout out to Rick's Trades, but we do see waiting for the week to open. We actually look at this bullish divergence on Bitcoin. Yes, we do see capitulation events, but we look at what is happening on the chart, and it's printing us a little bit of a different picture compared to most. And I would say, when we talk about things getting, to the point where it's almost unbearable for some traders right now, or, maybe some individuals right now are getting to the point where they just want to get out of this market. They think that it's dead, it's whatever. That's exactly the overall emotion that we want around crypto right now. We don't want hype. We don't want, everyone's going and getting the yacht. We don't want that, right? Because again, as everyone gets extremely greedy, that's when you want to get fearful. And when everyone is getting fearful, that is when you want to get greedy. And so let's jump into XRP now. So in terms of XRP and Ripple, we do see RippleNet's XRP named as an alternative to CBDCs by Arab Monetary Fund. Now, this goes back to March of 2021. The reason why I bring this back up and the reason why I talk about this is because this is all around, again, CBDCs. When we talk about things happening around, again, digitization and tokenization of not only money, but also payment networks, we are seeing a significant change in momentum in this area, specifically around CBDCs, and also, again, even Ripple and XRP's, again, potential and power with, RippleNet combined. Now, as we do we looked at this slightly back in March, but the reason why I bring this back up is because I want to talk to you guys about a few things. So first off, I want to talk to you guys about this tweet that I seen today from Ripple. And it said, crypto and the interoperability it enables can be a critical resource for countries across the Latin American region to become more financially inclusive and independent, as well as attractive to outside investment and inclusive. When we talk about this, right? And kind of going back to this, we kind of look at the idea of an alternative to CBDCs or an alternative to even, SWIFT, right? The entire, massive revolution behind the entire legacy system. We kind of look at a few things. And this tweet was interesting simply because when we look at this, right? We look at the potential behind, crypto, specifically, RippleNet. We do see here, at the same time, central banks are becoming more interested in re-examining their relationship with crypto, creating an opening for the crypto and blockchain sectors to help bring forth a unified LATAM payment system to make low-cost, faster, and more seamless transactions a real possibility. The interesting thing isn't the idea of Ripple being a part of this. In fact, when we look at this, they're talking about NFTs, DeFi, CBDCs, and stuff like that. Of course, there's a ton of barriers here, but this is interesting simply because of the major players that we know already working within this area. Do I believe that Ripple is going to play a key role here? Yeah, 100%. Why would they, be talking about this specific area if they already didn't have a hand in it? And plus, we already know that Ripple has been working around the world globally within, of course, interoperability inclusive areas for not only crypto, but to plug and play with the legacy system. And then we kind of look at Quant, right? So I've talked to you guys about this partnership before, and I actually bring it up now because it is more evidently clear that Ripple and Quant are working together to bring this to a reality. Quant partners with LAC Chain, a global alliance led by the Inter-American Development Bank's IDB Lab. Again, what do you see here? So first off, by providing secure and seamless interoperability, right? Interoperability is the key here. Quant will support LAC Chain in driving the growth and development of the DLT ecosystem in Latin America and the Caribbean, and enable the interconnection of this ecosystem with other regional and national distributed ledger networks, DLNs, right? We talk about ledgers. There's a ton of ledger projects in the space specifically doing incredible things around CBDCs and cross-border payments. But I do want to talk to you guys about a few things here. So providing interoperability capabilities so LAC chain to other DLTs supported by Quant's unique overledger technology, providing overledger's gateway capability for LAC chain participants to integrate with resources and DLNs across the overledger network, enabling multi-DLT payments and other capabilities through Quant's patent-pending multi-DLT token technology. And this is all focused on maximizing economic and social inclusion in terms of payments and also finance. Now, the interesting thing about this is where they are working within this specific space. And we do see down here with LAC Chain and IDB Lab. This is where things get pretty interesting. So the IDB group is the leading source of development finance for Latin America and the Caribbean. It helps to improve lives by providing financial solutions and development expertise to public and private sector clients. The group comprises the IDB, which has worked with governments for more than 60 years, IDB Invest, which serves the private sector, and IDB Lab, which tests innovative ways to enable more inclusive growth. LAC Chain is a global alliance made up of 41 allies from the blockchain environment, led by the Innovation Laboratory of the Inter-American Development Bank Group, with the purpose of accelerating the development of the blockchain ecosystem in the Latin American and Caribbean region. The alliance is already supporting public-private partnerships and blockchain-based solutions in a total of 12 countries. We already host 26 projects on the LAC Chain blockchain, 89 nodes, 45 entities running nodes, and more than 20 million blocks. They are basically telling you that they are already working in 12 countries. Again, fostering in this massive innovation to the legacy system through interoperability between DLTs. So when we talk about things happening around RippleNet, specifically in this area as well, I think that these two companies are closely analyzing and understanding the potential that blockchain technology, even just crypto tech in general, because there is other assets that are not blockchain agnostic within this space, but they are understanding the potential and the power behind a lot of these asset use cases, specifically around cross-border payments, but also again CBDCs and tokenization. And it's really sparking up a major debate. That major debate is, what is going to happen next? Okay? Everybody's asking that significant question. What is happening next? What is going to happen in November, right? Because that's when ISO 222 gets adopted in. I don't believe that's going to be absolutely insane for crypto or anything like that, but I do think that it's going to unlock the barriers to access for a lot of these specific companies within crypto to truly see their use cases shine. Those use cases are on-demand liquidity, cross-border payments, interoperability between the legacy and digital systems. Things are going to rapidly move very, very fast once we do see, again, adoption of a lot of these major use cases. I'm focused on Ripple, right? Because I'm focused on Ripple with XRP, because when you look at a lot of their solutions, specifically in terms of cross-border payments, crypto liquidity, or even central bank digital currencies, there's specifically one thing that gets mentioned, and that is, of course, some sort of, ledger technology that has one, issuance options, but also liquidity. We looked at the crypto or the liquidity hub, right? The liquidity hub is something pretty key. I don't believe that XRP's on-demand liquidity is going to be the 100% forefront for this, but I will say in terms of that liquidity hub, you will still have the option of sourcing liquidity through XRP with this, and this is all going to be centered around financial institutions. Same with even Quant, right? Quant is for the enterprise and financial institutional area. These two are grasping massive, use cases. They already have, in terms of Quant, right? So Quant with Sia Chain and also Oracle, massive connections to 570 plus banks. Ripple already has 100 plus to 300 plus financial institutions already signed up. Like, do you guys see what is happening right now? Put the puzzle pieces together. Understand where we are headed right now. We are seeing digitization of the entire financial system before us. And when we look at the current structure in this market, on the micro view, So short term, I'm not too worried. Like I would say when we look at around, for example, crypto compared to like the US dollar, right? I just don't care to hold the US dollar. There's no utility behind the US dollar. So I'm totally comfortable seeing my assets go down a little bit, seeing everything kind of crash, if you will. And I feel comfortable. I'm not emotional. I don't feel anything when we do see red days or even green days. I think that understanding where you are emotionally within this market and touching base on it is key for success. If you are going to get extremely excited on green days, then you are still not going to make it. I've always said, understand and control your emotions no matter what the case is, bullish or bearish. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.